sunshine. Welcome to my channel, Alex in the Sunlight. I'm Alex and I'm so happy to see you. Please like this video, comment down below any requests or ruminations you may have, and please subscribe so we can spend more time together. I really appreciate it. Okay, so the purpose of today's video is to find out what unique talents or special gifts you have that Spirit would like you to be made aware of. Because you may or may not know, or you may or may not embrace all of the beautiful gifts that you have. So remember to, when picking your stack, it's not about the way that they look, it's about how you feel. So if you could just close your eyes for me and take a really deep breath, let all of that air fill your chest and your belly and release it completely. And take a moment to ask your guides, ask your higher self even, or ask your angels to aid you in choosing the right stack for you. Okay? So when you open your eyes, whichever stack you are drawn to, whichever crystal you are drawn to, that's the one for you. Okay? Group 1, calcite. Group 2, lapis lazuli. Group 3, green malachite. And group 4, pyrite. Okay? Let's get into it. Hey, group 1, those of you who chose calcite. Okay, so off the bat, I can already see here that you guys are really special people. You're really sincere people. You're really sensitive, and that sincerity, that genuine nature about you, that sensitivity, even though you may have felt in the past that it was a weakness, it is definitely one of your greatest strengths. Your gifts have to do with your sensitivity and the way that you feel and express those feelings. And I get this sense that everything that you do and how you express yourself comes right from your heart. And it's so pure. That's so beautiful. Like, I just want you to know before we get into what the cards are saying here, I don't care what anyone has ever told you. The way that you are is so needed in this world. It is so necessary. These gifts that you have, this gift of love, the way that you love, the passion you feel, you are a miracle. You pulled the miracle card. You are a miracle to this world. And we need more people like you. So please don't get down on yourself. You know, when we volunteer to be sent down here, right, in this earthly plane, on the earthly realm, into these hot pocket bodies with all our spiritual vastness, it's really difficult because we're thrust into a world that learns through contrast. So you may have grown up surrounded by people who weren't as sensitive as you, or didn't take care when they handled you, right? And if that's not true, that's beautiful, because you're sensitive and you deserve to be around sensitive energy, right? So you can feel safe. But if you didn't grow up feeling safe, and if you were convinced that your sensitivity, your creativity, your awareness of emotion and of feelings, if you were taught that that is a weakness, I'm just here to tell you that that was a lie, and that it's your biggest strength. But overall, your gifts have to do with how you feel and how you express those feelings. You probably a really creative person. I don't know if like you're an artist or anything, but everything that you do, even if you don't know how to draw, even if you don't know how to do anything typically creative, you bring a creative life force to everything that you do. It's just within you. Like, I feel like your soul is dancing, even if you don't know how to dance. But okay, getting into the cards. The cards you pulled from the Sacred Geometry Activation Oracle. First one, right off the bat, miracle. You are a miracle. The energy that you bring is so vital, and it just it really raises the vibration of everyone around you, even if they don't show it to you at first. But you, you are an earth angel. But the card says, the frequency of miracle supports our belief in ourselves as a part of source, and therefore our belief that anything is possible. So that's beautiful, right? To me, it's just saying your gift is just being your miraculous self. It perpetuates hope, hopefulness, and faith, right? And I feel like, because all of us, we all have our insecurities, right? So you may not even see yourself as a miracle. You may not even see all of, your own beauty and your own miraculous ways, and how like you just being here was a miracle, but it really was. And you have the power and the gift to remind people like miracles really do happen. Even if I feel like you're the type of person where, maybe you're walking down the street in a busy city or something, and you smile at someone and they weren't expecting it, and they smile back, and then they go on their way and you go on yours, but they think about that for the rest of their day. Like, wow, there is positive energy in the world. That's you. That's what you bring. And the second card that you pulled is sacral chakra, right? Perfect. Creative energy, that life force energy, dance, right? It's right in here, move your hips. um, it says the frequency of the sacral chakra, the orange flower of life, creative life force energy, supports our ability to flow with our desires and stimulates our creative power to manifest success and abundance in our lives. So that awesome, positive, sensitive energy that you infuse your everyday life with, it manifests abundance. Even if you feel like you aren't in the most abundant situation right now, really take a second look around you, because you yourself have that energy of abundance. Like we all do, but you kind of personify that energy. Okay? So really embrace that and remember that. Whenever when you feel a little bit lost, or whenever you feel like you wish you could be some other kind of way or somebody else, please don't. We need you. We need you specifically. And the third card you pulled is romantic love. And this just kind of lets me know that love, you radiate love. So I don't know if you are coupled right now. I don't know if you're dating. I don't know if you're single, happily single, whatever it is, but you will never be in a love drought. Like you radiate it, so it will always come to you. But the card says, the frequency of romantic love supports our journey to feel whole and complete through the experience with and reflection of a conscious lover. So, okay, if you are single, make sure the next person that you decide to partner with, or the next people you decide to partner with, are on your same level, or at least respect and honor your level of sensitivity. Don't allow yourself to be drained trying to force people to accept and honor your sensitive side or your emotions. You do not deserve to be around people who belittle how you feel or make you feel irrational because you're feeling anything at all, right? You don't deserve that. Find and surround yourself with people who are also, they don't have to be exactly like you, right? We learn through contrast. So, it's nice to have a variety of people around you, but just make sure that they are also spiritual, because I sense that you're a spiritual person. Make sure that they are just respectful and kind, right? Surround yourself with kindness and people who make you feel peaceful and serene, okay? Because the next cards down here, the animal spirits that represent your gifts, one of them is the rabbit. So you may feel all of, you're a feeling person, right? You might even be an empath. So all of these emotions, all of this energy is like just going right through you, ping-ponging all over you, so you may feel a little bit anxious. But despite all of that anxiety that you may feel, you may be fidgety, whatever it is, you are so sincere, you are so genuine, and you are so worthy. So whatever, you also have to be. So whatever, buzzing around energy you may have, when your emotions turn a little sour, don't feel discouraged by that, because there's always, two sides to a coin. So you do need to take the good with the bad, like, and good and bad is just relative. It's all about your perspective. So just remember, like, it is a strength that you are sensitive. It is a strength that you are emotional and you feel so much. But what comes with that is sometimes you feel things that make you uncomfortable, or that make you feel scared, or you know like you don't know what's going to happen, and that can just cause a little anxiety. But that's okay. I feel like if you cultivate safe space for yourself and make sure you're surrounding yourself with kind, loving, positive energy, a lot of that kind of fidgety energy will dissipate. Okay? And you also pulled the nightingale. Okay, I don't know if you're a singer, but I bet you just have a beautiful voice. And I'm not really talking about the tone or the sound of your voice. I just mean the way that you express yourself, the words that you choose, the way that you communicate, because it's so heartfelt. It's just like, please, we need more of that. Communicate, express yourself. We want to know, how do you feel? Let us in, right? But make sure that, like I said, set some boundaries, and make sure that when you do share yourself and you share all of that beautiful, genuine energy, share it with people who are deserving, right? We are all worthy, we are all divine, but some of us just don't match up with each other, and that is okay. So just make sure that you keep yourself safe. Like, you are a sensitive soul, and I'm just hearing now that some of you, just some of you, may have been putting on a hard shell exterior, like a front, that you are tough and you don't really feel all of the things that you feel, and you've got this and whatever, and like all of this stuff. Maybe you're trying to be a bit of something that you're not. Knock it off, because we've got enough of that. What we need is people like who you really truly are inside. You are heartfelt, you are sincere, you are genuine, you are sensitive, you are emotional, but you are so creative through all of that. It creates miracles, right? So really embrace that. And the two cards, so we've got some cards here to help you embrace these gifts, to help you recognize them as gifts and strengths and talents. So from the Goddess Power Oracle deck, you pulled Hecate. If I'm mispronouncing that, I apologize. But she represents the in-between. So like I said, some of you are trying to suppress that sensitivity and suppress all of these miraculous gifts you have, because you want to fit in, or because, like I said, maybe people have made you feel irrational. Maybe you've been gaslit. I apologize for that. You didn't deserve that, but you've got to let that go. Whatever was, whatever coping mechanisms that you had to develop, and whatever front you had to put on to keep yourself safe, let that go. It no longer serves. What's going to serve you is embracing your emotional and naturally heartfelt nature. Okay? Okay. She says, you are standing in the liminal spaces between what was and what will be, who you have been and who you are becoming. The Greek goddess of crossroads and the in-between, Hecate, welcomes you to her domain and reminds you that neither place is your home. You're being tasked to carefully choose the direction of your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and actions. Now is not the time for hasty action or stubbornness, but a fierce self-inventory. Bless the past for what it has provided and release all attachments to the stories of what was. Now is the time to understand the responsibilities required of you as you move forward into a new version of yourself that is as yet unformed. Who do you want to become? What kind of life are you prepared to live? And how will you wisely yield your power to co-create a new world beneficial for others, not just yourself? You have the magic of Hecate pulsing through you and calling you to answer. Say yes and step into the unknown to discover what is not yet manifest. As soon as you do, the goddess Hecate will bring her eternal torch to light your way. Beautiful. That's literally what I was just talking about. So I hope those of you who may have heard me say you are a miracle and thought that ain't me and like left, I hope you stuck around, because even if you have been, like I said, suppressing the sensitivity and your sensitive nature, it is who you are and who you are meant to be. And from the angel oracles, you pulled letting go. So it's literally like these two go hand in hand. How do you embrace these gifts? Let go of the past. Let go of what once was. It no longer serves. Period. Okay, so let go and let God. The stress you are feeling is a result of your struggle and resistance. Instead of fighting against the current, allow the river of life to carry you to your destiny. Everything happens for a reason. Trust that you are in safe hands and always on the right track. A little mantra for you to say: I trust in the wisdom of universe. I go with the flow. So go with the flow, and all of these beautiful gifts will lead you where you're meant to be, living a life so full of happiness and love like you couldn't even imagine. Okay? That's all I've got for you guys. Calcite group number 1. Please let me know down below how you feel. Let me know about your feelings. Let me know how this made you feel, if you're ready to embrace this or not. Whatever it may be, I want to know. You guys are really special. Thank you so much for sharing your time and energy with me. The magic in me honors the magic in you. Be well. Bye. Hi, group number 2. Those of you who chose lapis lazuli. Okay, so you guys are really interesting. I get this sense that you were really like, you might be the strong but silent type. You guys are really unique. I don't know if maybe you dress in a particularly fashion forward kind of way, or if you know, kind of hold your emotions close to you. You're not very out there with them, but you do have a very strong intuition. So it's not that you're just emotionless, but you move in the world in a much more calm, cool, and collected manner, I think, than we typically think of emotionality. You pulled the divine masculine card, so I don't know if you're a man, but gender doesn't really matter. You could just be really in touch with your masculine energy, with your divine masculine energy. And masculine energy, right? It's active. It's about action. It's about putting our thoughts and ideas, you know, out there to really see what we can manifest. And the card says, first of all, look how beautiful. I love this. That imagery is gorgeous. The frequency of divine masculine supports our strong, focused, and active side, allowing it to express itself while helping us to bring our dreams and ideas into form with kindness and wisdom. Yeah, so that calm, cool, collective energy is probably because you are a really kind-hearted person. And people may not know that right away because you don't wear your emotions out on your sleeve, but you really are a good person, and you have it together, whether or not I don't it doesn't really matter what status you have in life. Like, I just feel like there's nothing to worry about. Like, I'm not worried about you. Like, you're good, you know what I mean? And you're really powerful. Like I said, like a strong but silent type. Like, your power, you don't need to try to exert it or exploit it or exploit others because you know you can get away with it. Like, your power is coming from somewhere really deep within, a really quiet place, that you draw a lot of good energy from. Maybe you have a like maybe you're really spiritual, maybe you have a meditative practice and it just like drops you into a really zen state of mind, which is fabulous. That's amazing. But yeah, that's definitely one of your strengths, your drive, that masculine energy that allows you to act and manifest for your highest good and the highest good of others. Because like I said, I get the sense that you're a really good person. So you care. You care about others, even if they don't see it, right? Because we're used to people being like more overt with their positive emotions or with their loving energy, right? We're like used to big hugs and like, oh my God, and like all this stuff. You're probably not that type of person. And that's a strength because you're probably more genuine than a lot of people around you. The second card you pulled is belief. And I also noticed you pulled two, these are master numbers, 11 and 22. Okay, so like I said, you have power. I don't know what your craft is, but you're probably a master at it or mastering it as we speak. But this card says, the frequency of belief supports our sense of self-worth based on our gifts and talents and a strong connection to source. So, you know, you may know I'm talented, I'm smart, I'm gifted, and I believe in myself. And if you don't know that, please start saying those things. I am talented, I am smart, I am gifted, I believe in myself, because that is where a lot of your power lies, in belief, in remembering that you are source energy, the same as everyone else, but really tap into that. The next time you meditate or the next time you have some quiet time, really see if you can tap into that feeling of, wow, like I am creative life force energy. The same energy that brought this world and everything in it into being brought me into being. And I, in turn, bring worlds into being. Like, when you can really drop into that feeling, you're limitless. Nothing's going to stop you. And I get the feeling that nothing can stop you anyway. So appreciate that. That is definitely a gift. And alchemy, right? You're an alchemist, transmuting energy, transferring energy, creating, you know, gold out of dirt or whatever it is. And like I'm hearing, like, read The Alchemist if you haven't already, but if you have, it probably resonated with you. The card says, the frequency of alchemy activates our magical ability and remembrance of the magic that we all hold inside. Each one of us has the potential to access the ancient knowledge that allowed the true alchemist to perform the miracles of transmutation. I feel like all of your power, like that strength, even in your reservedness, like it's like you are the alchemist in your kind of secret lab or something, and you're just taking all of your experiences and everything you've learned and all the people that you've loved and lost, and you're transmuting all of that energy and making something out of, you know, it's not nothing, but that's what I'm hearing. Like, you make something out of nothing. Like, you can turn any situation around to your liking and to your highest good and the good of everyone. You're a really powerful person. Your gift is power, is strength, and like I said, not exploiting it and not using it against anybody. Like, you don't need to do that. Your confidence is a quiet kind of confidence. Like, and like I said, you may dress in a really cool way, and like, people may not know what to make of you, but that's their business, because you're amazing just as you are. The animals that you pulled are also interesting. You've got the crocodile. So like I said, that just like calm, like wading in the water, just relaxing, and rest and alone time may be really important to you. I don't know if you're an introvert, um, but I get the sense of like you create a space around yourself to feel. I'm so sorry, group two, the video cut out. I don't know why. Um, so there was just like a bunch that I was just talking and talking. But I think I was talking about the way that you set boundaries and set up your space, and you're really choosy, and you're really unique, and people may not know what to make of you, but that doesn't matter. Like, I feel like you have a confidence, an inner confidence that can be a little bit intimidating for some people, maybe. Um, but like I said, that's their business. So even though you may, like, I just get this feeling like you're a really confident person, we all have areas of insecurity. We all have days where we feel a little bit less than confident. So I pulled some cards here to help you to embrace these beautiful gifts of your masculine energy that, you know, drives you and keeps you active and executing your dreams and your goals, and that belief in yourself, and that transmutation, that alchemist energy that you have, and like all of your uniqueness and your really cool personality. The goddess that will help you to embrace all of those beautiful gifts even more is Nemesine, and forgive me if I'm mispronouncing that. And she represents the past. There are certain moments within your personal history that hold great treasure for you now. When you examine your memories, which are the domain of the Greek goddess Nemesine, empowered wisdom is revealed. The lessons you find are like sacred talismans, contained within your past like fossils in amber. Right now, you can trust your instincts that if something brings to mind your past, it indeed has a kernel of the old in the new. This is an amazing opportunity to make informed choices and do things differently. This goddess has another powerful message for you. There are many choice points in life where you have the power to make beautiful changes and become more creative, empowered, and alive. Yes, sometimes memories that live in the cells of your body will trigger palpable fear, but you can move beyond your past, discover new territories, and a new vision of freedom will come to you. You won't see the past the same anymore as wisdom replaces numb acceptance. The memories will change because you've changed. This freedom is gained by willingness and curiosity. Relationships become rich with potential, and all your natural choices will no longer fall into old patterns that are not serving you. The goddess Nemesine wants you to experience this miracle. Yeah, so like I said, I feel like you are probably a pretty confident person. Like, you probably already know how fabulous you are, right? You probably already feel like, yes, like I am powerful, and I do believe in myself, and I do transmute energy, but you can always take it even a step further. So by rethinking how you look at your past, your memories, changing your perspective, because it already has, like, you are not who you once were. You've just been getting better and better and embracing yourself more and more. So really delve into your past and start seeing how it shaped you into this really cool person with all of this power, with all of your strength, and embrace it. Whatever you may have suppressed or repressed, recall it and look at it through these new lenses, right? Through the lens of being this amazing and unique, powerful person. Because it'll help you to embrace all of that uniqueness and all of those gifts even more. And the next card you pulled to help you embrace your gifts from the angel oracles is power, right? So to me, this just recalls back to belief in yourself and remembering that you are connected to everything in the universe and that you also embody that source energy, right? So in the book, the message is, as challenging as life may seem to you right now, trust that you have the power and strength to get through the present obstacles and reach a new chapter of greater peace and harmony that awaits you just around the corner. Try to keep a positive outlook and not be disheartened by recent events. You are about to tap into an enormous reservoir of power within you that will help you navigate these tough times and come out stronger and wiser. And your prayer to say to yourself, or to say out loud to your angels or God or universe, whatever it is for you: I am master of my life and perfectly at one with the universe. My thoughts are pure, loving, and positive. I believe in myself, and I know that with God I can do anything. I now draw upon this new power within me, and I go through this growing phase with ease. Yeah, so I don't know what you're going through right now. If you are having a tough time, I see you getting through it. Um, Even if it's just minor inconveniences or, something devastating, I see you getting through it because you have all of this power, and it's directly from the divine. Like, you are so connected and you're so tapped in. You can't lose. You're so special. So Group 2, let me know down below how you feel about this. Let me know what resonated with you, and tell me, what are you working on? What are you transmuting? What is this alchemy? What is this, this action? I know you're doing something. And, you know, let me know, about your fashion sense. Like, I'm so interested in how you guys dress. With this zebra card here, I'm like, oh, I bet you guys look really striking or have like impeccable fashion sense. But either way, you're powerful, you're strong, you're cool. You're really cool. And that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for sharing your time and energy with me. I really appreciate it. The magic in me honors the magic in you. I'll see you next time, okay? Be well. Bye. Hi, group 3, those of you who chose green malachite. Okay, so starting out, how I feel is that you guys are really magical, really spiritual. Your gifts have to do with things that can't be seen, right? Energy that can only be felt. I feel like you guys are definitely psychic. I don't know if you know or not, but I definitely feel like your intuition is powerful. You may see spirits, you may hear spirits, you may just have some kind of psychic abilities that you're aware of or not. Like, you know, it just may have been so much a part of your life you didn't even stop to think, like, is this, you know, an everyday occurrence, or am I just really, you know, this magical, right? Because you're just, I feel like you're ethereal, and being around you is probably a cosmic experience. I feel like you're almost like Luna Lovegood if you've read Harry Potter or seen the movies. Like, I feel like you're this personality that can't quite be pinpointed, but you know, for a lot of people, you probably make really good company to be around. I don't know if you can manipulate energy in a room. I wouldn't be surprised if you were a healer of some kind, a light worker, a star seed. Like, you guys are really special, but in this just like otherworldly way, right? Conversations with you probably, you know, make the room fade to black. Like, it's your engaging energy. Like, the gifts that you have are just mystical. The cards that you pulled from the activation, the Sacred Geometry Activation Oracle deck, the first one is Soul Time, right? I get this feeling like the veil means nothing. Like, you can transcend space and time. But the card says, the frequency of soul time asks us to allow the possibility of a new reality to emerge, one that embraces the concept that while the corporal body is mortal, the soul is timeless, limitless, and infinite. Right? You may be an old soul. You may have been here so many times, and you know, you may have felt that way. You know, you may have felt tired energetically, like, oh gosh, like, here I am again. And but whatever the reason is that you're here, it is divine, and you're definitely here to heal, to raise the consciousness and the vibration of the planet. And your powers, your gifts, they transcend space and time. When you recognize that, if you don't already, sky's really the limit. And like, you know, books will be written about you one day. Like, I feel like, you know, your energy is just very, whew, it's really powerful, but it's also, like I said, it's very mystical, like an ethereal and whimsical. Like, you're probably, like I said, like a Luna Lovegood kind of character, or just like really unique in your way, in your manner of speaking, and how you engage with people, and how you create and move through the world. The next card you pulled is Empowerment. So the frequency of empowerment supports our ability to show up fully and completely, uniting us with others in the deep trust that we are all connected through the same source. Yeah, so your spirituality is definitely a gift. It shows others, and it shows yourself when you need reminding that we're all source energy, and we're all connected. Everything that we do, think, and feel, it vibrates out of us and through the world, and it adds to the collective, right? It adds to the collective vibration. So I feel like you have moments, or maybe you always know, that through empowering yourself, you empower others, and that's beautiful. And the next card you pulled is Fertility. The frequency of fertility invites us to be more open, more courageous, more creative, and more joyful than we were before. It activates the potential for something beautiful to grow from our consciousness into a new and grander expression of ourselves. Yeah, so and also, I don't know if you have children, but when you do, they will also carry this. Or if you do, if you don't want them, that's totally fine. Even your projects that you work on, art that you create, or whatever it is, whatever you create and put forth into the world is like giving birth. So whatever you give to the world is like this joyful and powerful expression of love, and it just raises the vibration, not just around you, but seriously in the collective. You're really spiritually in tune. The animal spirit cards that you pulled, the first is buffalo. So that just kind of confirms for me that whole like mystical, like I feel like the buffalo, if you see this imagery, there's like lightning in the background, like I don't know, like just this really magical energy that just can't be tamed, or can't be, you know, maybe even explained accurately. It is. But yeah, perfect. Grounded yet heavenly, practical yet spiritual. So I don't know if you're an earth sign, but you're probably a really down to earth person. And your presence is just, it's probably really soothing and really just awe-inspiring as well. It says, the hooves of the mighty buffalo are grounded in the earth, yet its heart and mind rise toward heaven. The buffalo sees challenge, hardship, or a bump in the road as an opportunity for upliftment. Therefore, the buffalo does not fear death, illness, or misfortune. Its gentle eyes look to the road ahead, trusting every turn. May we all experience this elusive yet life-changing bliss from time to time, and may we allow this card to remind us that life is a precious gift. Yeah, so that just confirms for me. I feel like you are definitely an old soul. And you've been here before. So you have this innate wisdom within you, even times of stress, that you already know you can get through anything. No matter what happens, you will be okay. No matter what happens, we'll all be okay. And there's no need to fear death, because we're just going home. And, you know, we'll be able to get up there out in space, or whatever you want to call it. And we'll look down at our lives and just see, oh, this is what I learned for that lifetime. You know, and we'll go on to live other lifetimes, or we won't. Like, there's no need to fear it, but that's a really hard concept to grasp, you know, because we are in these bodies. But I feel like your energy transcends this body. You already know this isn't it, right? There's just so much more. And the next card you pulled is the golden egg, right? And that's just talking about, like I said, this innate inner wisdom. You hold the answers, and your gift is being open to receive those answers, and being open to those downloads from spirit, from, you know, divine energy. And the last animal spirit card you pulled is a dragonfly. Master of light, illusion, and the mind. Ancient and ethereal creature that awakens a sense of wonder and awe. Right. I feel like when you enter a room, whether or not people are conscious or mindful, like, they are made aware that there was an energy shift that just happened. Like, you are this kind of extraterrestrial almost energy, and that is a beautiful gift, because even if it makes people uncomfortable, it's necessary. We all need to be shaken up a little bit sometimes. We all need to be reminded that, like, we are spirit, we are God, source, the universe, just having an experience in these flesh pockets. Like, this is not the end all be all for us, and it never was and never will be. Like, we are vast and infinite, and I feel like your gift is bringing that knowledge to the forefront. Like I said, whether or not it makes people comfortable or not. And because you may make people uncomfortable with your otherworldly energy, you may find it hard to deal with sometimes. Being really spiritual, being really intuitive, being so connected can kind of be difficult because you're trying to reconcile like all of these experiences here on earth. And like, I don't get the feeling that you're fearful, or like I said, you've got this buffalo energy, like you are definitely grounded. But being around a lot of people who are ungrounded, who don't believe that we are anything other than these bodies, like that can be a little bit draining, right? So I've pulled 2 cards to figure out how you can better embrace these beautiful gifts. And the first from the Goddess Power Oracle deck is Eoster, or maybe Esther. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. But she represents new beginnings. So that's lovely. And if you see this imagery, like it's like she's made of light. That's how I feel like about you, is like you must be made of light. But the message out of the book is hope and new life are blossoming everywhere in your life right now, and this is something to celebrate. The Germanic goddess Esther sings to you and assures you that your intentions have lain dormant long enough. When she appears bearing the fertile power behind the coming of the spring, you may feel a surge of energy to implement your new ideas. You feel strong and capable of accomplishing so much at this time, as a sense of newness permeates your life. Fresh opportunities come out of nowhere and seemingly drop into your lap. You feel a readiness as you are truly poised for success in whatever interests you. Allow for new experiences to be what they are by adopting beginner's mind. You remain open to what life has to offer you, and you will be so glad you did. Enjoy this wonderful time of new beginnings and welcome the gifts the goddess Esther has in store for you. Yeah, so that beautiful energy that you carry, all of these gifts, they're helping you manifest your best life, whatever that looks like for you. And it doesn't matter what people think about it, because you're a really unique person. So what you may want may not look like what everybody else around you wants. But new beginnings are on the horizon for you because you're so special, and because you've done all of this work. You've probably been through a lot and have just been remaining true to this grounded and but yet also otherworldly energy. Like you're so special. So have faith, because a new day is dawning for you, I feel. And the last card you pulled is initiation. So if I'm jumping the gun and you aren't this grounded person yet, or you don't feel empowered yet, or you don't feel of this creative and transcending energy yet, it is coming. It is who you're meant to be, and you're being initiated into something higher. Yeah, this makes a lot of sense. So every stage in life is an initiation into a new, higher state of being. Through these constant progressive initiations, we gain access to the strengths that help us grow in love and wisdom. Welcome these evolutionary passages. See them as an opening that leads you to work on your innermost being so that you can be forever lifted up to the highest ideal, God. And your prayer is, I am constantly being initiated into higher states of awareness. Yeah, so, like I said, it may be a little bit tiring. You've been here before. You're a really wise and powerful old soul. So it may get overwhelming at times, just being so powerful, being so knowing, having your intuition, just be so on it all the time. But just recognize that you just keep going higher and higher. You are leveling up in each lifetime and all throughout the many different kind of mini lifetimes we have within this life, right? Because life is about cycles. It's about death and rebirth constantly. So the only constant is change. And every time you change and every time you level up, it's for the better. So really embrace that. And I would say just be enthusiastic about that and get ready, because new, bigger, and better things are coming for you. And they're coming because of these gifts that you have. Remember to use them. You transcend space and time. You are ethereal. You are magical. You are empowered, and through your empowerment, you help to empower others. You show them the way, right? And you are creative energy. You are life force energy. So yeah, let me know. Let me know down in the comments, like what you're working on, and let me know how this made you feel and if it resonated. Okay? You're so cool. This is really cool. Okay, that's all I've got for you, group 3. Thank you so much for sharing your time and energy with me. I really appreciate it. The magic in me honors the magic in you. Be well. I'll see you next time. Hi, group number 4. Those of you who chose pyrite. Okay. I feel like your gifts lie in your intensity. I feel like you may come across as a mild-mannered person, possibly, or, maybe people feel like they can exert their personality or their perceived authority over you, because you're probably really chill, and you're just trying to, go about your business. But you feel very intensely, and that is a gift, because it allows you to kind of see what others may overlook, I feel like. But you're a passionate person, and you're definitely emotional. And you're probably, really sensitive. Things that people say or think may, get to you, or maybe they don't. But I definitely feel like you aren't the type of person who wants to, exert yourself over someone else. Like, you just want to find a kind of balance and harmony. The first card I pulled for you is authority. And it says, the frequency of authority reminds us that true authority is powerful, directed, and realized, yet receptive, wise, and loving. And I feel like, yeah, it's funny because I'm getting that, like, you may be someone who people think that they can, not always in such an abrasive way, but kind of boss around. And what they're going to find out is that you actually have an innate authority within you because of your kind of mild manner, and it allows you to, be receptive and wise, and you can come at how you direct others, or how you direct your own life from a place of inner stillness, rather than I need to make everyone think that I am in control. Like, you just naturally find the control. And the next card you pulled is integration. The frequency of integration supports our embrace of every aspect of ourselves, allowing what we perceive as positive and what we perceive as negative to harmonize in a balanced symphony of life. So if you aren't already at this point, you are getting to this point where you take the good with the bad, and all of the intensity that you feel inside, you form a way to still the waters and see the symbiosis with everything, the yin and yang with everything, the light and dark with everything, and how it all has its own innate beauty, and how it's all necessary, and it comes together to bring everything into being, where others may overlook that. I feel like it comes naturally to you to see that. And the next card you pulled is passion. The frequency of passion reminds us that beneath every intense emotion lies the hidden gem of insight, balance, and calm. It assists us in finding the balance within this intensity, moving us from chaos to the calm of its core, where we can let its long-lasting wisdom fill us up. Yeah, so I feel like maybe when you were younger, the intensity of the world kind of jarred you a bit and shook you up a bit, and you may not have known how to deal. I feel like with every passing day, week, month, year, you are just able to see even clearer and rein in all of that intensity and kind of just take a step back and really see what's going on in the world, and also use that passion to fuel you instead of jar you, or instead of, you know, harm you in any kind of way or confuse you. You're able to see right through all of that. And that is a gift, because a lot of us just end up confused and we're just like, why is this happening? And I just feel like, you let yourself feel what you're feeling, but you are able to get to the root of why you're feeling that quicker than maybe some people around you. For the animal spirits that you chose, the first is the peacock, right? So I already know that you're unique, but with this peacock energy, it's like I'm feeling like just like almost like a majesty in the way that you are, even if you don't recognize that in yourself. These gifts, that like the inner wisdom that allows you to be authoritative but kind, and like the emotions that you feel and everything that you've gone through, allowing you to see like the light and the dark and how it all has a place, and being able to feel the intensity and the passion without letting it rule you. I feel like it all makes sense, and it culminates into making you a really just kind of, a really powerful energy that is like, you are something to see. I'm just seeing, like, I just feel that way, like you are something to see. But in the book, it says inner beauty, compassion, assimilator of anything. Yeah, the beauty of the peacock is unrivaled. It's easy to think it comes from the plumage, but the secret of the peacock is that the beauty resides within and extends outward indefinitely. This adept creature can assimilate or digest all experiences in life, so it does not harbor resentment, conflict, or past pain within its psyche. The peacock type is extremely rare. Not many of us have reached this advanced level of acceptance of the self and others. Right. So, going back to when I said that I feel like, you have a mild manner, it's not I don't mean meek in any way. I mean, like, you do not have to overextend yourself. Like, your confidence is like a true confidence. Your gifts can't be matched and they can't be questioned, right? Because you're not coming at it from a disingenuous place where you feel like you have to push and push. You let things be. You've learned from all of your experiences in life, and it's given you this inner wisdom that is really necessary. And whether you know it or not, like, you influence the people around you. That authority, you are influencing the people around you to be their better selves, I feel. And the next card you pulled is the Lamb. Peaceful, prophetic, and patient. That authority is coming from a calm place within you. The Lamb is the bearer of an important message. Its contents can only be heard when a deep level of quiet has been established. Lamb energy is the honest guidance you hear from an old friend, a young child, or sometimes a surprising stranger. Though the Lamb's message may channel through another person, the wisdom resonates within you. It will repeat and reverberate until you listen. Approach this gentle creature with utmost patience and reverence. Truth is a gift. Sit still, listen, receive. So I feel like this may have happened to you in your younger years, where you just received a download or you heard something that you needed to hear from an unexpected source. And I feel like you are now that kind of a person. And you may have been when you were young as well, where, you know, who you are helps others and facilitates space for others to be who, not only who they like, who they want to be, right? Who they envision themselves to be. Your calm, peaceful nature, it creates a safe space around you, and people want to enter into that space, right? And I feel like you are the bearer of good news. And that's relative, right? What we perceive as good and bad. And I think you know that too. But that's what I'm hearing. Like, you are the bearer of good news. Um, the next card you pulled is the Frog. And it says clearing, cleansing, and healing. The frog and the water element are almost inseparable. The frog spends its first months of life entirely within this healing element and then emerges to rest on land. But no matter how earthly the frog becomes, its need for cleansing and rejuvenation is regular. Frogs tend to become overworked and undernourished, so it's vital that such sensitive creatures practice self-care. This card serves as a reminder that water helps us cleanse, forgive, and release. Time to dive in. Frogs aren't meant to carry a heavy load. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I feel like, you know, like I said, I think that you've gone through a kind of journey and transformation where at first the world may have been a bit jarring, and, you know, you are a sensitive person, so it matters to you that you can find a place where you feel serene within yourself or within, you know, your outer world. And so this is just saying that that is also strength, that you do heal others, but you can also heal yourself through just taking time out to remember, drink your water, take a bath, sit by the beach if you're, or by a lake or another body of water, and just remember to prioritize yourself. Because I know that you're probably a really caring person, and you probably really feel it deeply when others are feeling as well. But it's important to take a step back from that stuff every now and again and just love on yourself for a while. And that helps strengthen all of these beautiful gifts that you have. And for some guidance on how you can really fully embrace all of these gifts, I pulled a card from the Goddess Power Oracle deck, and you pulled Nyx in reverse, and she represents secrets. So there may be some stuff that you've got to deal with within yourself so that you can really take a look at all of these gifts that you have and appreciate them and see them as gifts. But the alignment message, since she's in reverse, is the goddess of the night, mystery, and secrets, Nyx, asks you to ask yourself a deep question about denial. What secret have you kept from yourself? Could you be remaining in a relationship that isn't working for you because you won't address the fear of what will happen if you leave or do things differently? Have you been afraid to ask for what you need? Are you in an addictive spiral, thinking one more bite of food or one more glass of wine will make you feel better? Whatever it is that you are refusing to face, the goddess Nyx promises if you do, you will be amazed at the beauty of your liberation and power. She offers you this alignment task for you to engage in rigorous honesty and self-evaluation, coupled with a fierce self-love and commitment to growth. Be optimistic, because the moment you are willing to name your unease, you claim your inner peace, strength, and hope. You can do it. Okay, so you may, because you're such a calm or, you know, a peace-loving kind of person, you know, you just want things to be smooth, and you know, you may be sensitive to energies that are high or abrasive or brash. So there may be some things that you've been repressing or keeping from dealing with, but deal with them, let it out in the open, name your unease, because when you do, all of these gifts are just, they are increased, right? They're magnified tenfold. So let go of whatever self-denial you may have, or if you're suppressing your emotions, find safe space to release them. Really do. It's a part of your self-care to remember that, even though, like I said, you just want things to be smooth or just to be calm, and you're not really about the drama, like, you still need to, you can't heal what you don't reveal. So start revealing to yourself or to people that you trust whatever it is that is bothering you. And the last card you pulled is I am creator, right? You are manifesting everything into your life, right? Including who and how you are, and how you project yourself out in the world. But it says, and this is from the angel oracles, we truly are the creators of our own destiny. Whatever you think about and give energy to becomes your reality. So become aware of every thought that crosses your mind and ask yourself, am I happy with this creation? This simple awareness will help you to consciously choose what it is you create for yourself and your life. And a prayer for you to say, I am the one and only creator of my life. I create through my thinking. I am creating every second of my life. When I am aware of my creator self, I make room only for thoughts of pure light. Right? So if you aren't at the point yet where you feel like you have authority over yourself, just know that that is a gift that you have. Whether or not it is manifesting in your everyday life at this point in time, it still is a gift that you have, that you are cultivating, and you will get there by recognizing that you need to take breaks and care about yourself, prioritize yourself, and don't suppress or repress any emotions or any negative feelings. Let them come up so you can release them. It's not you dwelling, it's not you, just harping on the negative. You're releasing it, right? You can't heal what you don't reveal. And remember, when you're having whatever thoughts that you're having, that those thoughts affect everything in your life. They bring into being everything in your life. So recognize, like, as soon as you start thinking to yourself, I have all of these amazing gifts, like, I am strong and independent, and I am the only authority I need to listen to in my life. And embracing that authority can help lead others to kinder, calmer, more peaceful places. You have the power to integrate light and dark. You have the power to transmute energy and to see through harsh or, high stress levels of energy. You have the power to see through all of that and just turn it into a passion for life, an enthusiasm for life, a kind of, fuel for life, right? You are the peacock. You are special. You are beautiful. You are regal, right? You are magical. So just remember that and don't hold yourself back. If you feel like you need peace in your life, create the peace. Be that authority to create the peace. Okay? That's all I've got for you, Group 4. Please let me know down below if this resonated with you, and, what stage of this you are in. Or do you already know that you are the authority? Do you already understand all of these beautiful things? Or are you just on your way to discovering? Because either way, it's beautiful. It's magical. You're powerful. But, okay. Thank you so much for sharing your time and energy with me. I really appreciate it. The magic in me honors the magic in you. I'll see you next time, okay? Be well.